Well, I'm very pleased to be able to speak to Bishop Declan Lang, who is Bishop of Clifton, who has kindly consented to be a patron to our Shine Appeal. But Bishop Declan, you've had a special connection with the Sacred Heart Church, Bournemouth.
Well, first of all, Father Bruce, welcome to the Clifton Diocese and to Bishop's House. It's good that you're here, and thank you for inviting me to be a patron of this appeal. As you say, I have connections with the Sacred Heart Bournemouth. I was parish priest there very happily, at least as far as I was concerned. I was very happy from 1986 to 1990. So it's a place and a church which I came to love very much and still hold an affection for.
Thank you, Bishop. The actual Church of the Sacred Heart has been a witness to the Christian faith and to Catholic practice for many years, and it stood there as a very good example of people's faith in the Lord and the Church. And so the time has come when we've got to do something about the inside of the Church. How important do you think it is for these buildings to stay as witnesses and beacons to our present society?
I think that it is important because I think it's a sign of the presence of the Church in particular places, but not so much the presence of the Church, the presence of Christ, and the fact that it's a reminder to us of the presence of God. As you say, I mean, the Church of the Sacred Heart has been there longer than the Diocese of Portsmouth has been in existence, and I believe that when the Bishop of Southwark, when it was suggested to him that the church should be built there, he actually said, well, nobody's ever going to live there, so why should we have a church there? And of course, how wrong he was. And I think that the Sacred Heart Church is there right in the town centre of Bournemouth as a reminder to all the townspeople, to all the students, to all the holiday makers, to all those who come in conference of the place of God in the midst of the town.
And it's important, I think, isn't it, that the church should be welcoming and clean and tidy inside?
I think so, because how things look will often determine how people see things. And it is important that people, when they arrive at the Sacred Heart, that they do feel welcome, that they feel part of it. And I can remember once doing a survey one cold November Sunday, and a third of the people who were there said they were there regularly living within the parish, but a third actually also said that they were just there for the weekend, either on holiday or on conferences. And it does make a very big difference if you arrive somewhere and it looks welcoming, it looks friendly, and you feel that this is a place where they celebrate good liturgy.
Thank you, Father. And last, if I may say, the devotion to the Sacred Heart is a sort of devotion which is a very important one in the Catholic tradition. Would you care to comment on that as to...
I think it's a very important tradition because I think it celebrates the love of God for us. So often we concentrate upon our love for God and our love for one another, and then we get disheartened because we realise that that love is not always very strong. But what we recognise in the devotion of the Sacred Heart is God's love for us is strong. And when we live in that love, then our lives are transformed. And in a sense it brings to our faith, not just something to the mind, but something to our own hearts, and enables us, I think, to love one another better.
Thank you very much, Father, for your time and for the amount of time too that you put in for our appeal.
You're very welcome, Father Bruce.
Thank you.
Thank you.